So today I wanted to talk about the power of psychedelics as a tool for self-development. I think psychedelics are one of the most powerful ways that you can make a drastic change in the way that you think in a really short amount of time. Like with psychedelics, it's possible for you to wake up and be one person at 1 p.m. and then 8 p.m. that night, you are a person with a completely different outlook on life. It's one of those things that fundamentally changes the way that you think. It's just like any kind of intense experience that you have. It changes the way that you view the world, it changes your outlook on life, and it can bring you an immense amount of positive change in a really, really short amount of time. So what I wanted to do in this video is talk about exactly what psychedelics does and why it changes the way that you think so drastically, and how you can use it as a tool for self-development and for personal growth. If you can imagine for a moment a boat that's tied to a dock. So imagine a boat and it's tied to a dock. But imagine that instead of one rope tying it to the dock, there's about 100 different ropes tying it to this dock. And this dock is the boat's sense of safety. It's keeping it in one place. And if you can imagine that the ropes, they represent all of the thoughts that you have, all of the beliefs that you have, everything that you believe in your life that ties you to a sense of safety, like your identity, what you believe in, who you are. All of these things, they make up a paradigm in which you live. So the interesting thing that psychedelics does, the incredible thing that psychedelics does, is that it cuts through every single one of those ropes. If you can imagine all 100 of those ropes just being cut, and suddenly you are completely untethered to all of your beliefs. You are separated from your sense of identity, your sense of ego, your sense of who you are. And when this happens, when you become untethered to your ego and to your sense of identity, suddenly everything becomes possible. You are no longer held in place by the guardrails of your beliefs. All of your programming, all of the conditioning, everything that was running in the background, all of that stops. It's like the entire room just gets cleared out and suddenly you're in the open water. You don't know what to believe anymore. And in this state of mind, either really good things can happen or really bad things can happen as well. It can take you to really, really dark places and you can start believing things that you would never believe in your sober state of mind because your beliefs were keeping you safe. But at the same time, you can also move in the opposite direction. Your mind is now free to believe positive things about your life, and it drops all of the negative beliefs that you had in the past, all of the things that were holding you back, that you thought were integral to your life. It clears the slate. And that's what psychedelics does. It comes through and it wipes your mind clean. It unprograms everything, it cuts the ropes and it untethers you and throws you out into the open water. And this can be both an amazing experience and also an extremely disconcerting, uncomfortable and scary experience at the same time. So it's one of those things that you need to be really careful with. You need to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind if you're going to do it. You need to do it responsibly. You need to do it somewhere where you're comfortable, where you feel safe, and have at least an amount of awareness and mindfulness to know and control your thoughts and not allow yourself to be carried away into nightmares of negativity. And if you can do that, I promise you that psychedelics can be an extremely powerful tool because it fundamentally will change and challenge all of your fundamental beliefs about yourself and of the world. It's like a phoenix. You get broken down, all of the scaffolding gets broken down and you're able to rise again as something new. So if that's interesting for you, if you feel like you want to get thrown out into the deep end, I'd recommend trying psychedelics at least once in your life. They can be such a powerful tool, and there's nothing else that really compares to it. There's nothing else that can give you that much benefit in such a short amount of time. So thank you for watching. I hope that helped you, and I'll see you in the next video.